Good evening, everybody. I'm David Gokhshtein, and this is Leslie Moda. Welcome to the nightly news recap, news, powered by the Gokhshtein News Network, your trusted source for politics, crypto, and everything in between that makes you question reality. David has to read this so it makes sense, or else it won't. And then Leslie will threaten to sit on me says before, and I'm scared. She said it before, and I'm scared. Hey, Chad, I apologize for my lack of trenching lately. Leslie has me up all night doing everything for G Media. Maybe if she'd ease up, I could get back to hitting those 100Xs. Anyway, the weather's getting nice. Maybe I can finally step outside if Leslie picks up the slack. But anyway, how was your day, Leslie?
Well, my day was nice and groovy. And who the hell is paying the entrance? Are you paying the intern off so he can write all this bullshit?
I wish I was. But shout out to the interns because they see what time it is, man. They see what
I
time
wonder
it
if
is.
it's the orange or the pineapple writing this.
Actually, that is a good question, and you can check out an update to the media personalities on the Gokhshtein News Network on GNN by going to our website, and you will see slow changes starting to take effect on that very website. But if you go to the About page, you will see our two interns who took wonderful pictures of themselves, and Leslie went ahead and made sure to have them put up there. Leslie, how's it going, man? How's your day? How's your Monday?
My Monday was very busy, David. It was crazy, just doing a lot of things out here in the Arizona desert. How was yours, David? How was your weekend?
Great. Outside, and I
I
can
heard you
prove
were
that
out
because
climbing trees yesterday.
I was planting trees.
No,
Okay,
I didn't say planting, I said climbing.
climbing and planting. Okay, I was climbing and planting trees. So, planted some trees, planted some plants. Okay, some nice little plants. Okay, make the scenery look nice. All
Who you
right, and
trying
then
to
I went
hide?
for a little run.
David, who you trying to hide from that you're planting trees
Everybody,
to cover your
everybody.
surroundings? Like nobody find you. Like I got trees now.
The intern. I'm trying to hide from the interns.
Orange or pineapple? Which one or both?
Both. They're crazy. They're
You're
both
the one that
crazy.
hired. You're the one that hired the interns,
I heard you got drunk this weekend. How was that? How was that experience?
David. I did not get drunk. I don't drink to get plastered. I actually drink just to, have a few drinks. But it was such an amazing time. Saturday I went to a quinceañera here in Arizona and it was such an amazing time. I forgot how real men that are not in crypto treat women. The way your woman looks, the way your woman dresses and the way she carries herself is a reflection of the men and kind of forgot how it was to be around that environment. I also was sitting down, a group of girls came over, took me out to dance because I guess I was just sitting there like looking bored, but it was a good time. I made friends. I made friends in real life that are not in crypto, David.
This let me give you a round of applause because that's just weird when you say you made friends. People actually you interacting with people is kind of weird, but
Why would
that's
it be
cool.
weird?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, but that's what happens when you take a little shot of alcohol. You start to speak and you start to
Yeah,
interact with people. It's nice. Nice. It is nice to see that number one, you didn't drink and drive. You were driven home, right? That's a
right.
good thing because you care about people, right? You want to just get into a car.
I care
Okay,
about people very much, David.
yeah, that's what I like to see. Um, but yeah, I mean, I am so happy that you're going out there and you're trying to play the field. By the way, where she went, okay, where Leslie went, she actually went to a Mexican speed dating event, okay? and I heard she got a lot of numbers, and I'm very, again, very
David,
happy that
it
this
was not
happened.
no, it was not speed dating, it was a quinceañera, and for those that don't know, it's parties that, typically Latin Mexicanos throw for their girls turning 15. It's like a sweet 16. And, I did get Instagram and I did get phone numbers, but it was from girls that just wanted to keep in contact, go out, just do things because they loved me, they had fun, and at the end, I'm like, "Bye, girls," and they're like, "Well, do you have an Instagram? Do you have, phone number? Let's exchange digits," and we did, I made friends.
Again, I am very happy that you have put yourself out there. You are speed dating. You put yourself on Tinder. You put yourself on Bumble. This is what you put yourself on. Mexican single Christian mingle. .com. I love all that stuff. I
I
love
didn't put
I love
myself
well,
anywhere on there. I mean, I already have enough with the guys here on crypto in my DMs and, WhatsApp and Telegram and all that stuff.
well, not to go ahead and talk about you the entire night, because I think that's where you're getting at.
No,
Um,
you wanna talk about me because I'm good going to the news.
No, I don't want to talk about you. You said, hey, you were climbing a tree, and I elaborated that though I did climb a tree, I did plant one as well, and then I planted plants
David,
around the
what kind
house.
of tree did you climb?
And it was a tree. It is
Okay,
a tree. It is a
okay.
tree. Okay,
Wha what kind of trees did you
it's a tree.
plant?
It's a tree. It's a tree. I
What
planted a
kind of
tree. I'm not none of your business what kind of tree I planted.
I was like, "Do you even
None of
know how
your
to plant a
business.
tree?" None of your business.
None of your
Okay, well,
business.
since it's none of my business, let's go ahead and talk about the news today since
That's
David wants
right. Let's
to
go to the
all of us
news.
since David keeps putting his chip in my dip, but won't let me put my chip in his dip. Let's go ahead and start with the news today. So, more reserve talk. Landy, don't even think about it. Hands out of your pants. Arizona House passes bill to create Bitcoin reserve.
There we go. And again, according to sources, Landy was in the bathroom gooning off as this news hit the wire. So again, this man can't stop touching himself. The news, especially anything that says Bitcoin, you see Landy just run into the bathroom like he has explosive diarrhea after eating a little bit from Taco Bell. Hey, I am just saying what sources have told GNN. That's all. I'm just
Because I was going to
elaborating.
ask, how in the world do you know about how many times Landy goes into the bathroom? And also, I think I wanted Taco Bell today, but my mother was like, no, let's just go home. So I couldn't get a taco from Taco Bell.
Well, sources, it happens to be our interns. They have told me that they have told GNN exclusively that number one, they know for sure they have pictures of Landy gooning off in the bathroom anytime. Anytime the word Bitcoin is mentioned, Landy does run to the bathroom. Sources close to this news have stated that it is not to go ahead and drop the number two. It's to actually do the number three, if that actually exists. I'm
I'm
just
kind
saying
of
this is coming from the
concerned
interns.
what our interns are doing following Landy in the bathroom.
Again, I have
That's
no
not
clue.
normal.
This is what's coming to me. I'm reporting. I am just a journalist here with GNN. That's all. And I am trying to report the news as it comes in. Do I go now?
I go, you go.
All right. Stable coins, relax, Landy. Okay. The word stable, the whole thing, stable coins, gets him off as well. Stable coins seem to be catching on with everyday users, especially as more people struggle to maintain relationships. MasterCard introduces crypto stablecoin settlement for merchants. There you go. Stablecoins. Say stable coins three times and watch Landy run into the bathroom. Watch. Say it. Say it. Say it. Look. You see? He wrote right away. What a genius act. See? I'm telling you. The man, the man is just gooning off to Bitcoin and
David,
obviously to stable coins. Again, I am not saying this. I like to just make everybody aware that if you want to see the interns, they are live on the website. They're the ones that are feeding us this information. But yes,
can we
Leslie,
can we translate for Jules what gooning means?
being that this is a family network and this is PG-13,
On
some would
Monday
say
through
it isn't on
Thursday.
Fridays. Some would allude to Fridays not being so PG-13, but this is a family show, and I shall not tell you what the meaning of gooning is. Please contact one of our interns or contact Landy. I'm sure he'll elaborate on what he does at night when
Friday
he hears this.
nights are the nightly recap after dark for anybody that tunes in.
Yeah, that shit is really after dark. That shit is really after dark.
That's what happens on Friday nights.
Yeah, that seems like what happened on Friday nights. Yeah,
Is
true.
that leaving you speechless, David?
Yeah, last
Does
Friday, the show really left me speechless, and I shall not talk about it because, again, this is a PG-13 family show, and I shall keep it here. PG-13, that's right.
box it in, David. Okay, have you guys seen this guy? You know how when you were little, you'd ask your parents to check the closet? Well, if there were ever something hidden in there, I'm pretty sure it would look like this. Representative Shri Thanader has filed the year's first Democratic articles of impeachment against President Trump.
Have you seen this guy?
He looks funny. Somebody did a image. I should have saved it so we can put it on here. And they put makeup of him and stuff like that. I was like, the internet is having a field day with him today.
Bro, this guy looks like that dude looks like a straight up male version of Karen. You seen his hair?
Yeah, I didn't know
I've
which way to
never
go.
seen. Yo, I'm telling you, the Karens are jealous of his hair, man. The way he put that thing together, whatever that. I bet you hamsters live in there. Hamsters live in his hair. There's no doubt, no 100%, no doubt about it. There's hamsters in his hair. Maybe squirrels. Maybe Peanut the squirrel never really died, and he actually lives in his head or in his hair. I'm just putting it out there. What was it? Also, the raccoon got euthanized, right? What was the raccoon's name?
I
What's
don't
that
know.
raccoon's name? Wally the raccoon or some shit like that? He lives inside that head. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know.
That yeah, I've never seen something that big. No Diddy.
That's what she said. I thought we're supposed to keep it PG, David.
Hey, I had to catch
Hey,
myself. I had to catch myself because I know it's gonna get clipped up right there. All right, let's Jesus Christ, you're rubbing off on me.
check
Uh-oh,
over
no.
hey,
Hey, no, no,
pause.
no. What is
Pause,
happening?
David.
What is happening tonight? What is happening tonight? PG-13, ladies and gentlemen. PG-13. Spanish Interior Minister declares national emergency over rice and bean shortage. S- ah, Sp-
It's not even that funny.
it is funny. It's because never mind. The Spanish Interior Minister has declared a national emergency and deployed 30,000 police officers to reinforce security following a nationwide power outage. That shit was funny. I'm sorry, it caught me off guard, but there you go. There's a there's a power outage out in Spain. 30,000 troops have been deployed to go ahead and situate certain areas of Spain. That's crazy, man. People need their own energy source, man. Who is Spain relying on for energy? That's a question that I have.
Have no idea. Dear Leslie, this message is from David. Well, Leslie, it looks like your days at G Media are over. President Trump will sign two executive orders tightening immigration enforcement and boosting law enforcement support. I mean, I don't know why you guys think that that's going to like hurt my feelings or make me feel some type of way, shit, I don't care. I'll freaking walk my happy ass over to Mexico. I'll deport myself. And if my dates are over at G Media, bye, son. You think I'm gonna lay down and cry? No, I'm gonna go party with the cactuses out in the desert.
Yeah, 2 days ago, sources can confirm this from GNN. They went ahead and know that there was a phone call from Leslie to David Gokhshtein, and she was begging, just begging, number one, to keep her job, and number two, not to get deported to Mexico and forever be there. Sources close to this conversation state that David assured her that he will do everything in his power to make sure that she does not get thrown in a cage. So there you go. That was exclusive to GNN, Gokhshtein News Network, your number one source for all news.
Well, sources to GNN that were there and our witnesses were saying that David was the one that was crying for Leslie not to leave.
Sources, though, can confirm that David said, and I quote, "I don't give a fuck if you leave. Have a nice day. Don't let the door hit you in your ass." End quote. This is
Sources can confirm is
straight from our news team at GNN, and we know the way that David can talk, and we know that's something David would say. Yes, Leslie, go.
you
Right
know
back to you if you want to
yeah,
continue the news here.
sources from GNN can confirm and have confirmed that out of David's mouth, based on how he speaks, was like, "Do you have no balls, Leslie? Get your ass back here."
Sources confirm. Hold on, I'm getting it from the newsroom right now. Hold on one second. The newsroom right now is telling me that Leslie is full of shit. This is coming straight from the GNN newsroom. David said no such thing. David once again stated that don't let that door hit you in your ass.
Wait, I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
sources coming
End
in.
quote.
Hold on. From the GNN room, from the other intern, sources said that Leslie was in Mexico when David was crying for Leslie to please come back and run the media for David. David could not do it alone and could not be left without Leslie. So please come back.
Wait,
Wait,
what's happening? Uh, okay, and I have the GNN news team. One sec. Yes, they are stating that David was willing to trade Leslie for a one-legged hamster. That is right. David was willing to trade Leslie for a one-legged hamster. That was an offer delivered 2 days ago as he was actually running the treadmill.
I was
Yeah,
actually already training a one-legged woman. That way, every time you act out, she took off her leg and hit you upside the head.
sources say that we already have a one-legged woman on our team. They
Sources can okay, so this is coming
hold
from
on. This is
pineapple. Wait, is this pineapple or orange? Oh, they're telling me that David cannot live without Tammy or Leslie and that he was crying. Please don't go. Don't go.
sources say that
Sources
David.
say that you're talking out of your ass. Period. You
Wait,
can't live
hold
with
on.
Tammy and
I'm
I.
getting
Stop
this is
crying. Stop
disrespectful. The news team is in
stressing.
my ear right now. News team is in my ear. Like they're telling me a lot of stuff here right now. They would let me not speak in the third person because I'm just as the news comes in, they're saying David, so I'm just repeating what they're saying. But and no hell would have to freeze over if David was willing to hold the door. David is willing to kick you off a goddamn cliff with no goddamn parachute.
So what you're
Okay,
telling us right now, you're not a gentleman because you can't hold the door open for a woman. I can't hear you. Can't hear you, David. Can't hear you. Wait, I can't hear you.
you can hear me. I say,
Wait,
oh, I'm
nobody
sorry.
heard you. You were like,
It's okay. I was talking to the news team. What I said was, by the way, also, I said, news team, isn't it crazy how I always finish the show at 9:30, but once Leslie comes, it's me and Leslie on Mondays. She will do everything possible to try to one up me. You cannot
David,
one up
isn't
me.
it so crazy how I always finish on time too? I mean, it's proven that you run monologues. You talk a lot. You
I
love
do
to hear
not run no
yourself talk.
monologues.
You
I like
love
to
to
say
see
that I've
yourself on
retired the
camera.
monologues.
Uh, everybody knows that. It's
I've
like you
retired my
talk and talk
monologues.
and talk. Oh
I have
yeah, in the
retired my
morning
monologues.
in your show, and then you still have energy to talk a lot in
First
the
of all,
evening.
I spoke for 27 minutes today, this morning, Crypto Talk Radio.
There you
Nobody
go,
heard me.
27
No,
minutes
no, no,
straight.
nobody heard me though. I just spoke to myself. I had DMs come through. I had Jules and I had Jules and Russell who DM me. They were like, "Bro, nobody hears you." And for 27 minutes, I tell you, I gave the Gettysburg speech of crypto. Nobody
Shame on
heard it.
you.
Shame on me. That is right. Goddamn, Miranda. Goddamn. Jules, you're supposed to be on my side. Okay?
Oh my
Jules,
god, that comment.
yeah. I could say something back right now, but you know what? I'm going to be professional. You know what? I can really I can lay one
That's
up
what
right now,
you know
but
what?
I am going to be professional, okay?
Just admit it that the women that you
No.
work with, we always leave you speechless because you always make that statement, "I can say something, I can come back with something," and you never come
I
back
am
with
going
anything,
to be
David.
professional right
David,
now.
when are you professional, though?
I am going to look professional
But you won't,
because if
David.
I
But
say
you
what I
won't.
want to say,
But you won't.
Tammy will suspect she will delete her account. I don't want that to happen, okay? I'm friendly, we're friendly, okay? I don't want that to happen. So I'm not going to say anything, okay? But sources, hold on. No, 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 guys, I can't say it. I can't say it, guys. I can't say it. I can't say it. I can't say it. I
That's
can't say
right,
it.
Jules.
I can't say it. Hold on, guys. I can't say it. No, I can't say it. I won't say it. I won't say it.
Now David had to step away to, change his pants. 'Cause, Tammy was right on time with that comment.
No, I just wanted to align my camera. It didn't work. But I will not. No, I will not say it. I will not say it. Okay. Are you
Is
next
that the
or am
good
I
one?
next?
You're next, David.
Tammy doesn't want this smoke. Tammy needs to sit the fuck down. She don't want this smoke. She don't want this. Yeah, I
Because
know. I'm
you
telling you.
can't
I know
smoke
she
her.
doesn't. She doesn't want this smoke. I know. I'm trying to say it live on. I know, news team. I know. Yeah, she doesn't want it. I know that. All right. Michael Saylor claims he currently holds the Guinness Book of World Record for
Oh.
the largest penis. Oh my god, I said this. Michael Saylor predicts that once banks embrace Bitcoin, it will become unaffordable. There you go. Michael Saylor being bullish, and I
So
just read that and did not proofread this shit, and I just went with it. That is great. Thank you, news team. Appreciate
so
it.
2 common corrections. So Tammy, when she said that you finish early, it's not because she said it to throw a shot, it's because you said it and she was just repeating what you said, David. And she says she wants all the smoke. I can't hear you
I said she don't want the smoke. It's okay. She don't want the smoke. She don't want the
because we'll
smoke.
smoke you
I'm
like a
gonna lay
little
off.
piece of
Listen,
barbecue meat.
I will be a gentleman. No, news team. I will not. No, don't. No, I
David,
can't. I can't. I
because
can't.
we will smoke you like a little piece of meat in the smoker.
All right.
You
Listen,
don't want the
I'm
smoke.
not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm a professional. I can't do it. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, how many women have said that? You're not gonna do it. Have many women have you said that to?
I will not allow myself to go into a Friday monologue here. So I am going to be, even though I'm the younger one, as you can obviously see, I will be the more professional one when it comes to delivering the news on GNN. Yes, the Gokhshtein News Network. Yes, yes, I'm saying that already. By all means, Leslie, the news is what you. What do you think about Michael Saylor here and uh, him saying that Bitcoin will become unaffordable once banks go ahead and adopt it? How do you feel about that?
I think, he may have a point because depending on what institutions, who owns the bank, they can manipulate it, right? You don't think?
100%. They can manipulate anything that they get their hands on, just like the institutions have manipulated this market.
I think that will it become expensive for people? Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the things that I was talking with somebody yesterday. I'm not going to tell you, because we're doing conspiracy theory and stuff like that. But can you imagine institutions like BlackRock? Because, it's like in doing research, maybe BlackRock and with other entities, they own a lot of the banking industry, banking world, and all that stuff. So if they buy enough Bitcoin, they control a huge portion of the or the available supply. I think it can impact us, because they could artificially suppress or inflate prices. They can starve the retail investors. They can, wasn't there like a program or something that was happening where it's like they can also lend Bitcoin instead of sell it? So creating per se paper Bitcoin, fake supply and ETFs and stuff like that. So if a majority of the Bitcoin is custody by corporations like BlackRock or banks or etc., I think that some people it will be too expensive for some people to buy. I don't know. It's just a thought. It's a conspiracy.
Well, well, people have the ability to buy right now, and if you spend more time not drinking at parties and playing Mexican speed dating, you can actually onboard people because you are the COO, right? You run GNN, a huge media company, and here you are. A news organization running one you could teach, let's say, even Mexican people to come into the fold and say, "Hey, you guys need some Bitcoin," and you could say it in Spanish, and you could talk fast Spanish like you always do. I'm
Wait, how
telling
do you
you,
even know how I talk in Spanish because
I
you don't
hear
even
you all the
understand what I
time.
say?
I hear you all. I hear you all the time. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
mira, vámonos.
Calladito te ves más bonito, David.
There you
You're
go.
next.
I sound like I'm like listening to Telemundo, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wait, is it me?
You. Yes.
Oh. Okay. Buy American. Stop supporting cheap Chinese products. If you really care about the earth, maybe think twice before buying that dress. Besides, why waste your money on something that rips after one wash? A lot of women like that. Chinese retailer Temu, known for its low prices, adds import charges of up to 150% to offset US tariffs.
Well, I know that you're upset because you shop on Temu. So does Tammy.
Actually, it's not Temu, it's Shein. Get it right. If you
No,
know
but
me,
we're
then
talking about
if you
Temu. But this one is about Temu. So, you want to bring up Sheen into the picture. We could talk about Sheen as well, right? So I know the tariffs 150%. What? I'm just repeating what they're telling me in the newsroom. I'm just repeating what I'm being told.
I mean, I don't
I'm
think
just
any of what
repeating.
you're saying is funny. I'm just laughing at Joel's
No, I
comment.
think it is funny. I'm dying. I'm not even saying it. It's the newsroom.
Saying what?
I'm not the one saying anything. I'm just repeating what the newsroom was
But what are
saying.
you repeating though?
Well, what they said about you guys being in love with Timu. Like, I don't know. I'm just
No, I didn't say Timu. I said Shein. Get it right.
okay.
Like if
Look,
you say
look,
you're my
look,
bestie
look,
and you
look, look,
know
look,
me
your
very
friend
well,
got
then you
offended.
have no
Look,
idea
look,
where I shop.
your friend got offended when the newsroom went ahead and made that statement. Look at it. Look at
Well,
it.
she does.
Yeah, but she got offended
Why would she get offended if she put that?
because we
Why are you
said,
making assumptions?
well,
Assumptions get you in trouble, David. Assumptions get you in trouble.
again, the newsroom's coming in with some. They got sources, and they say they got video evidence of where you and Tammy both shop. Stay tuned this week. They said as they will submit the video so we can go ahead and watch. As you guys click on special deals and get no, I can't say this. I can't say this. No, I can't say this. Moving on. Let's go continue with the news. Man, I got to tell you, the newsroom is funny, especially the interns. It's kind of like they have a split personality, don't they? Israel says to Trump, "Go ahead and spank me if it means no tariffs." Israel looks to negotiate a new free trade deal with the U.S. to avoid tariffs. What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
No, Jules wants me to speak Mexican to him. Please.
What is Mexican? Um,
Cuando hablo en español, Jules, ¿qué quieres que te diga? ¿Qué quieres que te platique? ¿Qué quieres que te conteste? ¿O le digo a David que se calle la boca?
what am I doing here? But yeah, Israel needs to stop talking to just 0, 0, 0, 0, and no more trade barriers. That's it. I'm done. Send over the paper, fax it over, let's sign it. And that goes for every other country as well. Anyway, news back to you, Leslie.
Nancy Pelosi says, "Hey, it's not my fault you're buying my bags at the top. That's a skill issue." She also mentioned she's applying to join the LA vape cabal and share a bunk bed with Frank Degotts. Senator Josh Hawley reintroduces a Pelosi Act to ban stock trading by members of Congress.
Yo, about time, man. But you know what? I trade based on what Nancy Pelosi's doing, so that sucks, right? So we're gonna have to find somebody else that actually can go ahead and trade. I don't know what you're laughing. What is this that you're laughing at?
David, I'm
What are you
just
laughing at? What are you
nothing.
laughing at? You think the news is funny? Think the news is funny?
No, it's like what they're reading, what they're telling me in my ear.
What we are here right now, Leslie.
You need
Okay.
some Apex? Are you stuttering? What's wrong with you?
No, I'm doing you right now. I mean, doing an
What?
impression of you right now. Okay. We're on GNN. We are live. People came here. They came here to see
Yeah,
my
and I'm
eyebrow
laughing because
raise.
I read somebody's comment, but anywho.
Uh, they came here to see us deliver the news. Okay. And right now,
Are
you're
you delivering
laughing.
it? Do you even know how to deliver?
Oh, I know how to deliver.
Deliver what?
Okay. Oh, I know how to,
Because I'm
I know
pretty
how to
sure you
deliver.
have no idea how to deliver a baby.
Do me a favor. Bring me on Friday's show, and I'll tell you how much I can deliver. All right.
Okay, you got stuck. You get stuck, David. I leave you
I don't get
speechless
stuck
a
anywhere.
lot.
I didn't get stuck anywhere. I'll tell you right now, I ain't got stuck anywhere. Shook it. Tammy, sit down. Don't you be talking out. Don't you ever come out the king like that. If you come out the king, you best not miss. All right? There you go. Go ahead. Vamos.
She don't miss. She goes right in between the eyes, David.
Yeah, she goes right between the eyes, man. I was going to say something. I can, yeah. David is being a gentleman tonight. David is being a gentleman. David's going to focus on being a gentleman. And as a gentleman, ladies first. Go ahead. You have news to report on.
I think anyone could if told you this. Oh yeah, did you know that starting to work out helps you lose weight? Standard Chartered Bank forecast Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high in the second quarter. You know what? I think the intern, the one that wrote tonight, might be Mexican because that didn't make sense. Never mind.
I'm pretty sure the intern, he or she might be close to your bloodline. So yeah, I'm just
I mean, they
note.
chose an orange, they chose a pineapple for their PFP. So many things you can do with those two. Tajin, lemon, salt, put it in the blender, make juices, like so much. Very creative. The intern is super creative.
Speaking of that, hey, I'm just saying, ladies, Michael Saylor might be single. If I were you, I'd start hitting up those Bitcoin events and maybe make a poster. MicroStrategies acquired 15,355 Bitcoin valued at $1.42 billion. Holy shit.
I think, when we were saying that BlackRock was probably accumulating most, it's probably MicroStrategy that's gonna own the world under the Jesuits and stuff like that. So
Uh, Let me just answer this and then you. Tammy, go sit in the corner. That's number one. Number two, yes. Strategy B. is probably going to own. I mean, it seems like they're going to own like 20% of the goddamn supply of Bitcoin. So I don't know if that's a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Bitcoiner, I actually don't know if that's a good thing. Michael Saylor owning 20%, him and along with MicroStrategies owning 20% to 25%, even 2%, or they're close to 3% Bitcoin. That's a lot of Bitcoin. That is a lot of Bitcoin to have one entity basically owning. That's a lot,
Yeah.
man. That's a
David,
lot. Really, seriously, that's something to think about, man. That is something. I get it. Look, if Bitcoin works out to be just like gold, and we all, anybody who knows Bitcoin loves Bitcoin, we know that's where we're heading. I'm just saying that is a lot. That is a lot of percent. That's one thing you can't cap somebody on buying, but I mean, like, that is wild. That is wild. And if something happens, man, that's a lot. But okay. Leslie, you get to go ahead and hit us up with
I
the last piece of news.
I know I get to end us tonight. David, number one,
Damn.
nobody puts baby in the corner. Get that right.
If I tell Tammy to go into the corner, she goes into the corner.
And if I tell you nobody puts
If
baby in the
I
corner,
tell you to shh, you will shh. See? Shh.
and if I tell you, David,
You're
cállate los
speechless.
cinco. No, I'm not. You could never
You
leave me
are.
speechless, but I leave
Yeah.
you speechless many times, David. Cállate. Calladito te ves más bonito. On that note, so at this point, who's the liar, Trump or China? It's that Spider Man meme with everyone pointing at each other. China's foreign minister says there have been no tariff talks or recent calls between presidents Xi and Trump. Oof.
This back and forth of tennis. I called, they didn't call, I called, they didn't call, I call. This is, it doesn't matter because the
You know
crypto
what that
market,
reminds me of?
what?
I'm Trump and you're Xi.
Uh, 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 uh,
Are you
uh,
choking?
so
You need some
fun.
water? You need
So
some
funny.
water.
It's so funny. I
You're
can't.
welcome, Jules.
By the way, Shador Sanders got drafted this weekend in the fourth round. Was it the fourth round or fifth round? Some shit like that. He got drafted I think it's the fourth round, pick 144 to the Cleveland Browns. So congratulations. I said that this morning. They've tried to make this into a race issue, and I believe that it wasn't, and it had nothing to do with race. I believe it had everything to do with his ability on the field, and I also think that Deion Sanders, his father, one of the greatest defensive players of all time, um, I think he miscalculated. I think he completely miscalculated. Um, and the things that they were saying out of their camp about being selective on teams where they're going to decide where Shador is going to play. I think a lot of not going to the combine and showing off his skills, I think that affected his draft status. And obviously, apparently, the interviews that he did with all the teams kind of tanked. So not a good impression was given off. And it is what it is. I mean, you can't say it's racist when the number one overall pick happens to be African American Cam Ward, who went to the Tennessee Titans. So congratulations to him. Congratulations um, to Cam Ward on being selected number one. It's so sad because he worked so hard. Ward worked extremely hard to become an excellent quarterback, but it's probably, and a lot of people have said this, it's probably the first time a first overall pick has been overshadowed by this type of news. So, um, 32 teams decided not to take on Shador. Hopefully, Shador makes it. I only wish him nothing but the best. But I hate when people go into the whole race thing and bring up race issues when if you look at the draft, just look up And I'm not saying anything that's shocking, but just look up how many African Americans were drafted versus how many, let's say, Puerto Rican or
So wait, they're
Caucasian.
saying that it had to do because of his color?
Correct. They came
I mean,
out and
if
the
you
saying
wanna
that
talk
had,
about color, Tom Brady was 199th draft pick.
well, it's, you know what? Here's another thing. The media hyped up Shador. Okay. So the media hyped up Shador so bad that they turned him into a number one pick. It's you're pushing teams now to go ahead and take on Shador where they don't see value in him. And a lot of these teams already have a quarterback. So there's no reason to invest. The quarterback position is a very expensive position, and it's a dominating position as well. That's leadership right there. And a lot of these teams already have that. So you're asking them to take something on, knowing the media circus that's going to come with it, and put pressure on an organization to put him on the field when it's not necessary. So again, this thing has been handled horrifically. Like it has been terrible, and I feel bad for him. There's nothing wrong with the kid, right? The kid just wants to play, but I think that has been handled terribly,
Well,
terribly.
he's gonna
So
have to work his way up there to become, that player that he needs to be.
100%. But shout out to everybody who got drafted. Shout out to the New York Giants who had one of the best drafts. That's right. I'm go.
Is that gonna even help him? It's like because time and time again, it's like, oh, they have a good draft or they have a good quarterback, and they kinda sleep on that, and they go
Well,
downhill again, like,
I don't know about the whole good quarterback thing because we haven't had one in ages since
who was
Eli
the last
retired.
one that was good?
Elon Manning. He's your daddy, by the way.
He's not my daddy.
Well, you're a Patriots fan, so he is your daddy.
He's not my daddy.
Every year, Tom Brady sends a Happy Father's Day Hallmark card to Eli Manning because Eli Manning is Tom Brady's daddy. That's right.
Mm.
That's right. That's right. Oh, what did you say?
Who's your
What
daddy?
happened?
You're not my dad,
Anyway,
David.
you're not my dad. Anyway, why are you thinking about the Patriots and you got sad, or are you thinking about the speed dating event in Mexico that you went to? Which one is it? Is it the Patriots or the speed dating event? Is it which one is it?
I'm just thinking about how Tammy and I are your boss. We run the world of GNN.
Anyway, we want to thank. I would have been finished at. I promise you, I would have been finished at like 9:30, 100%.
I know.
But
Can we speed it up so I can respond to my text messages?
unfortunately, I have this anchor here, literally an anchor here. What I like to do though is end it with some quotes of the day. Can I do that, or are you busy?
Who are you talking to me? I thought you were talking to the
Yes,
interns.
I'm asking you.
No, go ahead, David. Whatever floats your boat.
Here's a quote of the day. I read a quote that said, "You can't add days to your life, but you can add life to your days." And it changed my entire perspective. So there you go, the quote of the night, sponsored by nobody. And if you'd like to sponsor something on the GNN network, contact myself or contact partnerships at Gokhshtein.com. That is right, partnerships at Gokhshtein.com. And if you'd like to, we got people that want to sponsor this show, but if you'd still like to sponsor this show, if you'd like to sponsor the nightly recap, you can go ahead and also contact partnerships at Gokhshtein.com. That's right, or hit up the DMs. And on that note, that is Leslie Mota. She happens to be the COO of this goddamn brand. I am the CEO of this brand. Leslie was speed dating during the weekend while I was planting trees. And on that note, catch us on Tuesday
How
as
is planting trees going to grow the company, David?
one tree at a time. Plant the tree, plant
Money
the
tree?
tree, and put some little water on it and watch it blossom.
Yep.
It's a big old tree. It's a big old tree.
David,
How
I
is the
appreciate
how
I
is
appreciate David, and
how
thank you for always being to my right.
the fastest growing brand? And here she's taking shots at your boy. I think that I think that Apex is getting to her head. Um, Tune in tomorrow as Leslie Moda is literally manning the one and twos on the nightly recap. Um, Also, my shows will not be on tomorrow. I will be back Wednesday. Maybe we have somebody that fills in. I don't know what happens here. Okay,
I
I'm not
encourage
the
David to
COO.
speed date during the day, so he's gonna be speed dating tomorrow.
I'm not the CE. I'm not the COO. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe she puts some things into play. Maybe she calls. Maybe she calls her bestie. Okay, that she got this bestie in management. Maybe she calls Tammy and they get on the phone and figure it out. Okay. Anyway, shout out to you guys, Conspiracy Theories Sundays. Okay,
The
talking
best
about
ones that you never show up
icebergs that
to.
fly. Say that again.
Did you even come in on Sunday
As I said, I was
in the
planting
grease trap?
trees.
Yeah.
I, I was planting trees and plants.
Support is mutual. It's a two-way street, David.
She's not the CEO yet. Yet.
I'm the COO. I'm good with that.
She was begging me, but I'm like, don't beg. Like, it'll come.
I never got on my knees and begged David ever.
Hold on, newsroom. Yes. Sources
He
say that they
doesn't
have
he
video
doesn't,
of you
Tammy.
begging, begging on your knees. I know I can't
David,
say no. I can't delete that video
I don't
immediately. Delete
beg.
that video.
Men
Delete
cry.
that
I
video
don't beg.
immediately. But I want to give a shout out to everybody who tunes in from all the channels. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. I do appreciate Leslie, even though I don't understand her when she starts talking Spanish. She thinks she's talking Spanish, but she's not
The
really
reason that
talking
I talk
Spanish.
Spanish is for exactly that, for you not to understand what I'm saying.
Yes. Wow. Landy said knees begging gooning. Weird. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to the GNN network. Leslie, myself, appreciate you guys. And on that note, God bless you and God bless America. You know what to do here. You know what to do here.
On that note,
Don't
we
be
out.
lazy.
And
You know what to do.
I mean, at least this time you took your time, David.